Getting on at stop 3 today. Stop 3. That was the best narrator on the back of the tram, you guys. He acted like it was a train, and he even sang all aboard the choo-choo tram. And by the way, why did I come to Silver Dollar City on a 100-degree day? Why did I forget sunscreen? And why did I bring a lemon with me? You'll find that out later. Made it in. It's Kids Fest, by the way. There's 2 ways that this day could go. Let's find out which it's gonna be. So it looks like the way the day is not going to go is the cave. I'm waiting for a specific cave guide to be here because I used to work with him, and it's just got to be that tour. But I did go ahead and buy my pin because I forgot last time I was here, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that. Them actually, because they were down to the last few and they weren't gonna restock these, so I needed to go ahead and get them if I wanted them. Got the flooded mine here and Marvel Cave with the balloons, even though I already have a Marvel Cave pin with balloons. These are all colorful. My old one wasn't. And you know, if I would have filmed the cave, I wouldn't have had use for the lemon. And I gotta bring that into account since I already showed it to you. Square's pretty empty. I bet everyone's at the water rides today. The first thing I'm after today is lunch. This is called the corkscrew here that I'm walking down. Have I ever told you guys that before? That this is the corkscrew? Because it corkscrews around. I like this little contraption in the center of it. I'm taking this way because shade! This used to be the kids area, actually. There was a pretty cool little roller coaster right over here. The stairs right up there, that's part of the old treehouse that they dismantled. Used to love that place. I don't know if it's where I'll actually end up, but I thought I'd check out the pizza place, see how it compares to the old Mickey's Pizza that they used to have at Celebration City back when that was a thing. There it is. Usually I go no sauce on pizza, but this time I went adventurous and went white sauce. You know, it wasn't bad, but honestly I think it would have been better if it would have had some sort of topping. The only toppings they had were meat, though. I was thinking about riding this today, but apparently so is everyone else. Look at that queue line. Good view, though. I love that splash at the end of it. That's so cool. And there's still about 45 minutes until the next show I want to see. I missed the first one because pizza. So I'm going to do something that Mom would have wanted me to and show off her favorite ride. Granted, it has been moved and repainted since she rode it, but it was her favorite nonetheless. Here it is. I don't remember what they used to call it, but right now it's called the Fire Spotter. See, I told you guys we'd have some ride footage this time. I did like the old paint job better, I'm not going to lie. The balloons were all different colors and it was so pretty. Now they're all the same.
A few minutes later.
Apparently I lied about the footage. It was another thing they wouldn't let me film on, but the ride operator was delightful and it was so much fun riding that again after all these years. See something else I want to ride just because I like the name. We have a drop tower here, you guys.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, you guys, I'm a little bit shaky now. The airtime on that was terrifying. Fun Junction? Yeah, I will check that out. Gigantic Schleich toys. Awesome. I don't know what it is about these things. Every time I see a Schleich display, I have to go look. Oh, kitty cats. Well, I thought I might be brave enough to ride Time Traveler today, but after that drop tower, I don't think so. So I thought, hey, Thunderation. Nope, it's closed. Oh, hey, they have a test seat over here for Time Traveler. I never noticed that before. I do like the sign for Time Traveler. It actually has LEDs in it, too, I noticed. You can barely see them with the sun like this. I'll have to come out here sometime when it's darker out, like at the Christmas festival. This is really cool, you guys. This thing that I just found. I don't think that I'll be able to show it to you with the camera, but we'll see. Can you see that? There's a little diorama in there. That is so cool. Heading on over toward the other side of the park now, because that's where the show's located. And look, you guys, I found the mist tunnel. You know what? I'm going for it. phone and all. That water's kind of chilly. That was nice. Every time I come by here, I keep trying to look through the cracks of this construction wall, see what they're doing. Nothing yet. I see a little dumpster in there and some overgrown weeds. That's it. By the way, you guys, they have it on today, but I noticed something. The path is not there anymore. You can't walk behind it like you used to be able to. But here it is. The front side of water. Thought I was going to be able to show you the back. You know what? Powder Keg's this way and it's open. I'm going to show you guys something that I didn't get to last time. This actually used to house a ride called Buzzsaw Falls, roller coaster that splashed down into water, constantly breaking down, so it only lasted a couple of years. And they built this to replace it. Powder Keg. This is a launching coaster. And I can't find what I'm looking for. It's up there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Get a good angle of it. If you look up there on the roof of Powder Keg, you can see an old ride vehicle from Buzzsaw Falls. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Attention riders, for your safety, keep your head back against the headrest, your arms down, and hold on to the lap bar. Keep your hands, arms, and feet inside the train at all times.
You smell smoke?
She's gonna blow!
Man, that was intense even watching that thing. I never knew those windows opened before when the ride blasts off. That was pretty cool. They're going up the lift hill now. That happens mid-ride. It's almost time, so I went on into the theater. Air conditioning, this is great, you guys.
I love this side the best. I love this side the best. I love this side. This side. This side. Just that lady. Awesome.
What's up, Branson, Missouri? It's hard to believe it's been 10 years since the last time I was performing here in Branson, Missouri and at Silver Dollar City. And I have so many amazing memories from the last time we were here. One of them being the fact that I performed on this very stage, and after my final performance of the afternoon, I got in a car, drove to Springfield, got on a plane, flew to Buffalo, New York, and then the very next day became the first person in the world to walk a wire directly across the precipice of Niagara Falls on worldwide TV. Lots changed in the last 10 years though, hasn't it? Not just my hair, but a lot of other stuff. Another great memory I have from the last time I was here is that my mom was performing in the act with me. And my mom supports me in everything that I do. And she's the type of mom, though, that when I call her and say, hey, Mom, I'm going to walk a wire the size of a nickel over an active volcano, She actually gets excited for me. In fact, she doesn't try to talk me out of it. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I have to talk her out of joining me on a lot of these walks because she has the same passion that I do. My great-grandfather said it best. He said, life is on the wire, everything else is just waiting. And my mom came along this summer to support me by helping to sell merchandise after the shows. So during our dress rehearsal about 5 weeks ago now, I surprised the audience and my mom, and I invited her up to do a pyramid with us on the wire. And the reason my mom has not been performing lately is not because she doesn't have the desire to, but it's because she had her hip replaced recently. And she's been training all along, but it was just such an inspirational thing for myself as well as the audience that I decided just to keep it in the show. So without further ado, let's welcome my mom up to the wire.
Aside from the crying baby sitting behind me, that was great. I always love seeing those guys. One more thing to do, I think, before we head home. The one thing I was gonna do was gonna be ride the train, but you know what? I changed my mind. I'm allowed to do that. And just left. I didn't feel like waiting. It's gonna be a while before it gets back. I was gonna tell you guys, oh my gosh, they're already decorating for Christmas? They're starting even earlier this year. And then I remembered, this is the Christmas shop now. They changed it. It used to be the wood carving shop. I changed my last activity of the day to getting a lemonade because, lemonade. I think they changed it since I was a kid. It used to taste like that good homemade lemonade, only frozen. Now it just kind of tastes like Minute Maid. Still good though, especially on a hot day like this. Once again, I have no idea why I decided to walk instead of taking the tram. You know, I still think I'm gonna beat the tram there. I like those trees, those little pink flowers. I don't know what they're called, but I like them. There's another one. Well, that's gonna do it for this time. I don't know where I'm going next week, but see you guys then. Well, would you look at that? I actually did beat the tram back to the car. Oh, hey, there's wildfire way back there. Oh, I should have ridden that today. Maybe next time. And my lemonade's melted. See you guys later.